All right, Ralph. So that concludes the playoffs. That concludes the Super Bowl. We don't even care to watch this game anymore. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later. Yo, what's going on, guys? We are here for the Super Bowl episode. I'm here with Ralph today. Ralph, how are we feeling?
Yeah, I think this is an outcome that nobody wanted.
Chiefs and 49ers, the game that we saw 3 years ago.
Here's the thing. This was Mahomes' worst year on the NFL, and he still made it to the Super Bowl. But I feel like but every team that he faced going there choked.
Yeah, seriously.
Bills choked. Ravens choked. How good is this team? How good is this team if they're versus a team that doesn't choke, that's healthy, that's ready to play?
The thing is, who is that team?
The Bengals.
Right. Hey, let's go. You know, there's only one man who could stop Patrick Mahomes, and that's this boy right here, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow, yeah.
He's the only man who could, with healthy team around him, destroy the Chiefs.
But in all seriousness, when the Chiefs rode to the Super Bowl, the other teams made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
A lot of mistakes. And they didn't do what they do successfully. So, for example, Lamar wasn't running the ball as much as he did against, at least the way I saw it, he didn't run the ball against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's something that he's very good at. I don't know why they ditched that plan, but yeah, I just think if the reason they're winning is just the choking.
Yeah. It starts off with the Dolphins. One of the most explosive, hottest offenses all year. 7-26.
Yeah.
You know, and then like I told you, the Chiefs just owned the Bills in the playoffs. They owned Allen. That should have been their game. That should have been that.
That's just another game that the Chiefs should have lost. The Bills were going to win.
Yeah.
They were. This is going to be interesting. Here's why I think the Chiefs are going to be very good against the 49ers. Obviously, the Chiefs have already experienced, they've been through it all. They've experienced a team with a very high offense, with a very good defense. That's the Ravens. The 49ers aren't as good on defense as they are as the Ravens are, and they aren't as good as offense, I think, as the Dolphins were in the regular season.
Yeah.
So let's see how they can adjust to that, because I think the key for them is the offense. But, Chiefs have an incredible defense.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tough game all around. I really am praying the 49ers do come up they show up to play how they were playing in the beginning of the season, where they were just dominating everybody, the Cowboys. They beat the Eagles. Because this is their game. This has to be their game. But let's bring it back a little bit. Let's talk a little bit more in depth in the Chiefs against the Ravens and then the Lions against the 49ers as how they got to these games.
Okay.
So the Chiefs won 17-10, which was, again, the Ravens' worst game we've ever seen. 10 points, dude.
10 points, yep.
How does Lamar and this team score 10 points, but all year they're averaging over 30, right? They're averaging over 30. The Ravens choke. Lamar choked. It was like probably the most embarrassing game I've seen.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it really just comes down to that. Like they choked. I saw it live. I think Lamar was. They didn't have any answers. They had the answers. They just didn't know how to apply them.
Yeah.
And you're versus a really confident Chiefs team. I think this is just how it is. Is they just have confidence.
Yeah.
It's an extremely beatable team, but I think the Chiefs got into the Ravens' head.
And what's crazy is the Chiefs won without scoring in the second half. They literally scored nothing in the second half. It was 17 in the first half and nothing. So that defense woke up. The defense came back to play. They woke up. They played like the Ravens know how to play, right? They got the three and outs. But literally the Ravens could not score. They had all these opportunities to score. Get this ball in there. Nothing.
And, there was so many opportunities, and then Lamar threw the ball. We have Flowers with the fumble.
Oh,
He in my opinion, I think he had the momentum to just put his whole body through it. Mm-hmm. There was space for him, but he obviously had the extended.
Yeah.
And, that's a classic move. That's kind of standard, but oh man, do you think the game would have been different if they scored that touchdown?
It would have, because then now the Ravens would have built that momentum that they had all season.
Yeah, right.
All right, we're down by 3. Let's go. Just everyone starts getting hype, getting excited. They're at home. The fan base is home. They're happy.
Yeah.
That would have changed the whole thing.
I can't believe it. Yeah, and as well, that interception as well. As soon as I was like, bro, I saw that interception. I just got out of my couch and it's over.
Yeah,
it's done.
He threw into a coverage of 3 people.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know
why do you throw that. Might as well just fumble the ball. It was the same play. They threw it into 3-man coverage.
Oh man, that's funny.
But what I like is that Lamar said, to be a champion, you got to beat a champion. I like that he said that because obviously Mahomes is the champion. He is, elite.
Yeah.
And I love that he said that to be a champion, you got to beat a champion.
Here's the thing. A lot of people gave up on Lamar after this game.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
A lot of people gave up, and I don't know why. Like, okay, so some of their arguments was like, oh, the team is catered to him. That it's built around him, from the receivers, the defense, the special requests from him, Odell. I think they've been building around him since 2018. He loses it, but I think the hope is not dead yet.
Yeah.
I just feel like you guys got to keep believing in him, because I like what he said when he got drafted. They're going to get a Super Bowl out of me.
Oh, yeah, they will. They definitely will.
And they're going to get a Super Bowl out of me, and I hope they learn a lot from these mistakes. But I'm not giving up on the Ravens. I'm not giving up on Lamar at all.
Hell yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, he's going to come back.
He said, I don't know if he said it or someone said it in the Ravens. The Ravens win. It seems like the Ravens win a Super Bowl every 12 years. Mm-hmm. So they won 2000, they won 2012. Now they're like, all right, we're gonna win 2024. So this season coming, we'll see.
Okay.
This could be the year this year.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know where I saw that, but I saw someone said that, and I was like, that's interesting because they did win the last. Every 12 years they win.
Yeah.
So hey, this will be the 12th year coming into this next season.
Interesting as well. People are saying that Harbaugh is the problem. That's what they're saying. They're saying, Harbaugh is the issue. He's holding back Lamar because obviously they stopped what they were doing, what they did best during the game against the Chiefs. I still, I'm not sure what they're getting at exactly, but it's kind of interesting to put the blame on Harbaugh.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about that. The big three came to play. Kelsey with 116 yards, a touchdown. Pacheco, 68 yards, a touchdown. Mahomes in the first half was Mahomes. It's so funny to me how Kelsey woke up in the playoffs, right? He's had a bad season all year. Again, Chiefs did not look great all year. This guy is showing off now. He came to the playoffs and said, all right, I'm Kelsey. Let me show off real quick.
I know, right? Like it's the Chiefs just had an extremely average season, and then everyone in that team is just going crazy.
Yeah. Out
of nowhere.
So that ends the logo conspiracy.
Yeah.
The red and purple.
It does. You know what? I feel like that was, if it were a script, I feel like they did have the Ravens in mind, but then as soon as the Chiefs started getting a lot of publicity, they're like,
I was about to say that.
We gotta hop on this.
I'm sure it was Ravens 49ers. It had to be. Like, these guys are two of the best teams this year, the powerhouses of this year. And then there's just so much money on the Ravens against the 49ers or whatever, that conspiracy because of the logo. They're like, we're making so much money off this game. Let's change it. Boom. Everyone lost all that money.
I know.
So yeah, we'll see what the Ravens do. I mean, they got another year to prepare, another year this offseason to wake up and figure out what's going on with them, why they choked this game, or did they really just give it to the Chiefs because of all the publicity they're getting. But okay, this is gonna be the Swift Bowl.
Swift Bowl.
The Taylor Swift Bowl. Okay, so that was the Chiefs and Ravens. Now the Lions and 49ers, bro. What a game. Started off hot. Lions came out looking like the Lions looked all year, right? Just explosive, 24-7 at the half. What were your thoughts during the first half?
Yeah, I think the Lions were extremely explosive. They had a great start. They scored a touchdown the first drive. Right?
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, scored a touchdown the first drive. Lions had a great start.
I thought the Lions had this game. They were looking great the first half, right? They came out to play.
I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm sure there's an answer, but a lot of people are saying what could have changed the game was if all season long, the Lions were number one and going on the fourth.
Yep.
Right? And they were pretty successful at it.
Yeah.
And so I think Dan Campbell has built these Lions to have a pretty intimidating offense. So they'd always go with the fourth. They did it this time and they failed. If they didn't go for the fourth, completely different story.
Oh yeah.
Man, and you know what? I feel like that's just not going to work. Like there are some components that'll work in the playoff run, but to go for fourth in a championship game, you take the points.
Yeah.
You 100% take the points. And so I don't want to put the blame on them, but that is something that could have changed the outcome of the game.
It would have been a different ballgame.
And I think it's really funny that it was predictable as well. That's the thing, is that's predictable. I think the 49ers anticipated that they would go to the fourth, and the Lions are capable of completing that. But since they're so prepared, I think, obviously they were able to stop it.
Yeah.
And they even said, man, I hope they go for the fourth. And so I think if Dan Campbell wanted to be that offensive monster, he should have gone for the field goal.
Yeah.
Should have gone for it. But, I don't know. Maybe next year.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. See what happens with the Lions. I mean, this was Dan Campbell said this was our best run we're gonna ever have. I'm like, that kind of sucks to come from the coach. It's like, no,
he said that.
Yeah, he's like, this was probably our only shot. This was probably our only shot to get to the Super Bowl. And I'm like, dude, what's gonna change next year? Like, you have a hot, explosive offense. Defense looks great. Like what's gonna change? If they're losing players, well then that's a difference, right? But they got a great group. They're gonna be a threat every year for the next couple of years now, unless they just lose their moral, their momentum.
Yeah, that was a really, really big loss.
That was huge. They were. If you saw, they were waving at the 49ers fans, the Lions, like at the half or whatever.
Yeah,
and they came back. It's.
I feel so bad.
17 points blown.
I feel so bad. Because I was rooting for the Lions as well.
And we were at a bar, and when it was 14-0, I'm like, it's not even over. Like everyone was sweating. Like, oh, for the 49ers fans, they're all like, oh shit, we're losing, whatever. I was like, it's not over, guys. Like, I know as much as everyone wants the Lions to win, unfortunately it's not over. And I should have bet that. I didn't bet the 49ers when they were plus money. I should have took them straight up. I'm like, it's not over. And look at what happened. They literally outscored them. Brock Purdy had one of his best games he's ever had.
Dude, he looked amazing that game.
He had a season high of 50 rushing yards.
He looked amazing.
48 because he took the knees, but 48 rushing yards. Those throws he was throwing were darts. He had everyone making catches. McCaffrey looked great, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was exciting to see them, wake up. I went to another bar and there were 49er fans there. So every catch, just getting high, getting excited. I was like, I got high. I was like, oh, let's go, come on, man. So it was just super dope. I'm excited to see this. I'm a little excited for this Super Bowl rematch only because I want the 49ers to win this game. I need to take them. I want them to go and just embarrass the Chiefs, man. I want the Chiefs to go down. I want the Swifties to go down. I want everyone to just go down, bro. I want the Brock Purdy to get his bowl in his second season. McCaffrey to get his first ring. Kittle and Debo to get their rings.
Here's the thing: is the only thing that I like about this outcome is that Purdy is obviously proving everyone wrong that he's not a system quarterback.
Yeah,
to an extent, right? Like you don't go all the way to the Super Bowl being a system quarterback,
right?
Obviously, we looked at the game against the Lions. He looked like a game changer.
Yeah,
he looked like a play. I don't want to say a playmaker, but a game changer. Like he was the reason they won that day.
Yeah.
I've never seen him play like that before.
Yeah,
he was using his legs. He was, rushing the ball. Again, like you said, throwing darts. He made a huge difference. And the only reason the 49ers won was because of him.
Yeah, agreed. 100%.
And not all the stars in the team. Again, everyone played their role, obviously. Everyone looked fantastic, but Purdy especially.
Yeah, no, I'm excited that he had this game because everyone was talking him down. Like, Mr. Irrelevant. He's young. Now he's going Mr. Relevant against a 2-time Super Bowl champion. So this is going to be a game to prove himself as, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to play, not just another Mr. Relevant. Here we go.
Yeah. Always calling Mr. Irrelevant, making fun of his outfits.
Shops at Kohl's.
Dude, I heard that the tickets, like some of the tickets in the Super Bowl cost more than what the 49ers are paying for Purdy.
Yeah. I saw that. That's wild. There was a table in the field was $700,000.
Yeah,
just for a table. Like, damn, that's not even including the alcohol,
bro.
Probably.
And even I heard that Christian McCaffrey's parents, they were trying to get some tickets, right? But even he couldn't afford them.
Dude, that's crazy.
Like, what?
Because it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic, an epic Super Bowl because of this. Again, the Taylor Swift whole thing. The Chiefs are there again.
Yeah. The dynasty.
The dynasty of Kansas City.
One day the Bears are going to be a dynasty. They're going to be a dynasty again. What? I think they're going to be the only team that has been a dynasty twice. So we have the 85 and the 2024. The Bears dynasty.
Well, there's a lot of predictions with Caleb Williams turning this team around and what's going to happen. So
we'll see. We'll
get to that. So we got the Chiefs against the 49ers, rematch of 2020. The Chiefs ended up winning that game, 31-20, if we remember. So that game, it was 10-20. 49ers were winning going into the fourth quarter. right? So 10-20. Mahomes and the Chiefs scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to win this game. That is crazy. I didn't remember that stat until I researched it this week, that he scored 21 points. Andy Reid was like, just keep scoring. Who cares? Just score. I'm like, damn. Like, so usually they're up by a couple points and, they start, running the game, rushing the ball. But he said, keep scoring. Dude. So that's crazy. But now back at his fourth bowl appearance in 5 seasons, Mahomes against Mr. Irrelevant and Christian McCaffrey. It's looking like another Chiefs win. It's just the way it's playing out.
I feel like the Chiefs are going to win.
It's a Taylor Swift bowl. We got all that publicity with that going on. And then Mahomes, like I said earlier, as an underdog, he's already 2-0 just this playoff season. He's underdog again for this one. He was an underdog last year, and look at he
Chiefs
won.
Are 3-0 against the 49ers.
And the Chiefs are 3-0. The Chiefs looked unstoppable against the Ravens, right?
Here's the thing. I mean, this is just, again, what I'm saying, bro. They like the teams that they're facing are just choking.
They're just choke jobs, bro.
I feel like those teams can beat the Chiefs. If Green
any
Bay
other day,
they can beat the Chiefs. If the Green Bay can beat the Chiefs, I think a good Bills team could beat the Chiefs. There's just so many mistakes from the Bills and Ravens.
Yep.
I think the 49ers have to play perfect. They have to play focused, and they could, because this is an extremely beautiful team. I think. I mean, sure, they have a great defense. Obviously, their offense is great, and they're on fire right now. Mm-hmm. But it's also due to the mistakes of the Bills and Ravens.
Yep. Those turnovers and fumbles, and it all made a big difference for these people, or for this team. What do you think the 49ers need to do to lock down the Chiefs, though?
I think they have to apply the defense early. They can't let them have a lead at all. Yeah. Especially early in the game, because obviously, like you said, the Chiefs are a momentum team. As soon as they score, they just can't stop. So they got to make sure that that their defense is strong. Obviously, Mahomes, he doesn't get sacked and he hasn't had any interceptions. But they just gotta hold the rush game. They gotta hold Pacheco. They gotta hold Kelsey as well, because those guys have been on fire these last few games.
Yep.
And for the 49ers to score, honestly, I just think they just have to play good football. They just have to play perfect football, because the Chiefs were able to stop a pretty good Ravens team, best Ravens team that we've seen in a while. Mm-hmm. I think there's just no secret. They just got to play the way they play and play perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to stop that Pacheco run, like you said. They have to get Kelsey to not get any yards. I want no yards from him. I want 0 yards from him. Injury in the first quarter.
No, who do you think is going to have more yards, Pacheco or McCaffrey?
I feel like they're going to be both just high rushing yards. But I'm going to go with McCaffrey. I think he's going to have a better game this year, just because it's his first Super Bowl. It's his first appearance. Like, they're going to give it to him. Like, as far as to have a great game. Maybe if they don't win, they don't win. But he's going to have a great game. I say he rushes for over 80 yards and a touchdown for sure.
Okay.
I'm just scared because the man to stop, Mahomes, like you said, he doesn't get sacked. He doesn't throw interceptions. And he always shows up in big games, right? He's always there. He knows how to play. He's been here, again, 4 out of 5 years. So that's the only thing I'm scared of, is that he knows what to do in these games. Mm-hmm. The 49ers, they need to utilize all their weapons. They need a strong run game from McCaffrey to start off.
But I feel like the Chiefs really know how to stop a run game.
They do.
So I don't know what the hell they're going to do differently. All right, this video should be how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
How to beat them. Dude, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think we should do that video.
We could do it.
Next week?
Yeah, we can.
How to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
How to beat them. Just get this guy on your team.
Step 1, get Joe Burrow.
Step 1, get Joe Burrow done. Let's start out Debo and George Kittle are back again. So they played it last time. They're going to come back with a vengeance to beat this team. It's the same team they lost to in 2020. So I think they're going to have a game. They're going to go off. I see good yards from each of them. All right, Ralph. So final question. Who are you taking?
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Taking the Chiefs? All right, I'm going to take the 49ers. I'm going to go against you. I'm gonna say the 49ers get their ring this year. They stop Mahomes and Taylor Swift. They stop Mahomes, Taylor Swift, and Kelsey. This is their year. They're going to wake up. They're going to just have a great game.
I think, I think they're a great team, but I think they allow too many points. Yeah, especially in the playoffs, and I think Kansas City is going to just smell that, and they're going to be the same old Kansas City that they always are, and they're just going to be dominant. They're going to be the dynasty that they are.
Your favorite word, dynasty.
I know they're going to be a powerhouse of that day. But yeah, I think all things considered, I think the Chiefs are going to take it home.
All right. So we got Patrick Mahomes winning his third Super Bowl, or we got Mr. Irrelevant and McCaffrey getting their first Super Bowls. We shall see what happens. All right, guys. That ends our video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week.